bold one, I'm a true one, big dream one.
And we welcome you to the south side of Chicago and Rate Field. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Chicago White Sox. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
I bar off when I go for the goal, but it's me against I. Do I see him? No. Go where they couldn't do more with it, cool. See what they couldn't be more with it, cool. Bring what they couldn't need more with that true. Second hand, never been the one I could tool. I'm a bold one, I'm a true one, big dream one, resolute one. Big plays, I ain't never scared of you one. Big games, I ain't never scared of two.
We ain't in the same league.
First pitch coming your way next. And our pitcher in this game, Davis Martin. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
All right, first pitch coming up. Max Muncy at the dish. And this interleague matchup is underway. The 1-0. Out towards right center field. And there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. This is a good offense, Chris. You're going to get quality at bats and balls put in play consistently with this group.
And it doesn't really matter who they're facing on the mound. They have the ability to go out and compete and win ball games. If it's an all-star or Cy Young Award winner to just a rookie up in the big leagues. So when you have that, you have a chance to win every night. If I was a pitcher on this team, I'd feel pretty good about taking the mound for him.
To the right side, Mydroth slings to first in time.
Batting third, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
2 outs, base is empty. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. Freddie Freeman bops one out of here. His 16th homer of the year. The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a ball popped up. Dunks one into left. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning.
Batter tried to stretch that one into a double, but he wasn't about to let that happen. Nice job to get to the ball and fire that one into second just in time to get the out and end the inning.
Back at Rate Field. And on the hill for the Dodgers, number 70. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Chase Mydra leading things off and takes a strike.
That's a ball.
Swings through that one out in front that time. On the ground to first, and Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play. He steps on the bag. One gone, bottom half of the first. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Kyle Teal.
Boog, if I'm the manager, this is the guy I wanted to play with the game on the line. I mean, he's just so special in these situations. The best of the best, man, they find a way to visualize those big moments well in advance, and they just slow everything down when they get into that situation. They come to the plate with a plan, they've studied the pitcher, and they just seem to execute a lot more than the average guy. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
Inside. Nope, that's inside.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at-bat.
And there's a hit. And the tying run is on base.
Batting third, right fielder.
And now it's Austin Hayes. On a line, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Back-to-back singles. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Nope.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in game one of this three-game set.
Hey.
Late swing, foul to the left. Two on, one out. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Lenny Sosa.
Two aboard, 2 outs. So up now for Chicago, Lenny Sosa. The 0-1.
Ball.
Montgomery, the lead runner out at second. Hayes on at first with 2 down. Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-1.
I think he wanted that call in the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
Off the mark there. Ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And they're all loaded up.
Well, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
And the 0-1.
Ball want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Fouled off. He was late.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
One-two now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 1-2. On a line out towards center. Brings it in. And that ends the inning. And the White Sox will strand 3. And it remains 1-0. Here on the south side, on now to the top half of inning number 2. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that one fouled off. The 0-1 called strike right there.
Umpiring behind the plate for us today, Boog, is Mike Fillmore, and he is a good one. He'll reward pitches on the edges a little bit, but the main thing is he doesn't keep you guessing. Once he established that a pitch is a strike, it stays that way.
Yeah, Fillmore, kind of, I don't know, you'd say maybe an umpire's umpire, but really consistent, very fair.
Ball 1.
Here's a 1-2. Stays alive. Another 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. On the ground. Dives and he can't hang on. And that's an infield single despite a great effort at shortstop.
Batting 6, catcher Will Smith.
This one in the air center field. Acuna in position, and there's one down.
Batting 7, shortstop Mookie Betts.
One out man at first. Mookie digs in here.
That's a ball. Ball 2.
Man at first, one away. And
That's
Mookie
outside.
takes. Right through there for a strike. Pulls that one foul. And a payoff pitch. There goes the runner. And see, it's a stolen base.
Well, almost a strike him out, throw him out play right there, but 3-2 is a great count to run on. There's a good chance the hitter puts the ball in play, so it can turn into a big play offensively as well.
Hey!
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. That misses the zone.
That's a ball.
And that is ball 1.
Ball 2.
Man on second, 2 down. That one
Inside,
just
ball
misses.
3.
And it's 3-2. Teoscar Hernandez waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Got him swinging.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Back here on the south side. So now it's the White Sox DH, Andrew Benintendi.
Ball
The guy
1.
at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch. He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one finds the corner. That's strike 1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
That one misses.
That's ball 4.
So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Teal went deep in his most recent game. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a bouncer. Edman. The flip. There's one to first. Not in time. Great effort there.
Batting ninth, left fielder, Derek Hill.
Now the left fielder, Derek Hill. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second. They're in plenty of time. He's caught stealing.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Just missed.
That's inside.
That one's in there, and the count 1-2. On the ground to the left, and it stays fair. Can't glove it cleanly. Around first and hustling for second, and he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Swing and a ground ball, Edman. And that's the 3rd out. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0.
I'll be right by your side. And baby, you can call me. You're the sun which makes my moon shine.
Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers.
You touch the floor when you drop it.
Hey! Hernandez, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's a former home run derby champ. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
That one fouled off. One now.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the
gets dirty. There's one, and that's a double play. Wow.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Shohei Ohtani will hit next. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Hey! Two down, nobody on. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning.
Just comes up firing, Boog, and says, you're not going to run on me. Showcases the arm right there and a great outfield assist to end this frame.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Self-motivation is a virtue, and the lack of that can truly hurt you. It takes us to save us. The money will never change us. We gon' do what we made ya. Gotta grind till it take all your pain away. It takes us to save us. The money will never change us. We gon' do what we made ya. Yeah, gotta grind till it take all the pain away. And that's all facts. That's why rap pushing buttons still trying to find.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Maybe a surprise here as the bullpen is already stirring. Brusdar Graterol getting ready to go. Sheehan also throwing.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Right through there for a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Fouled off left side. Now the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Outside.
Way inside.
That's ball 3.
Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fly ball down the line, and that one is foul, so we'll try it again. 3-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Line drive, base hit. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
For the White Sox.
So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Munetaka Murakami. His first at-bat was a strikeout.
Ball! That pitch is out.
And the 1-0.
Oh, looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Hayes leads off first with 1 away. And another ball. Three-0 down. And ball four, 2 aboard.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen.
Now pitching for the
Emmett
Dodgers.
Sheehan gets the ball now.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Two on, 1 out.
Oh, that's inside.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Next for the White Sox, center fielder Luis Angel.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Stepping in, Luis Angel Acuna. He's 0 for 1. First and second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the 3rd. High fly ball out to center field. Pajes under it. And that will end the inning. 2 left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 1 and the White Sox nothing. Back at right field as we go to the top of the 4th. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a ball lifted left field. 1 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder Kyle Tucker.
Nope. Ball 1. Hey!
The 1-2. And that just misses.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
That missed inside. And a full count now. In the air, left field. And it's a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And they'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Good job to fight that one off. Up the middle. Nice grab. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers, center fielder Andy Pajes.
And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pajes. Reached on an infield single his first time.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0. On the ground to third, and that's the inning. So the Dodgers lead one, but they lead it 1-0. Here on the south side, here's the White Sox DH, Andrew Benintendi. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
You know, these White Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Good hitters count the 2-0. And a foul ball. Here's a 2-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 2-2 now. And there's the ball.
That's out.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And a payoff pitch. Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty.
Up next for the White Sox, catcher Kyle Steele.
Ball 1.
Popped up. Betts gets under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the White Sox, left fielder Derek Hill.
So up next for Chicago, Derek Hill. Doubled in his first AB. Line to left. And that is that. So they make short work of them there. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Dodgers 1 and the White Sox nothing. This is White Sox baseball on the show, Chicago. Back here on the south side, ready now for the 5th inning. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Here's a 2-0. And another
That's ball 3.
There's a strike to Mookie. Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Pretty close, but it was a ball. One challenge remaining for them now.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
And the 0-1. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Here we go, Davis.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Betts gets his lead at first with nobody out. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. One away.
Up next for the Dodgers, left fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Check swing, he held up. And that's ball 1. Late swing fouled off. Here's a 1-1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner holds up at second. 2 aboard now.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And that skips in the dirt.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
2 on, 1 out. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Activity in the bullpen. Jordan Hicks, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Very big at bat coming up as Shohei Ohtani steps into the box. 1 for 2.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Swing and a foul out of play. He's scored more runs than anyone else in his team so far this year, Chris. Two on, 2 outs. And fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count.
That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Stays alive. First and second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. In the air, right field. And that's the 3rd out. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 1 and the White Sox nothing. You're watching White Sox baseball on the show, Chicago. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Chase Mydra.
Yeah,
We call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
0-1. Fastball for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the White Sox, the shortstop, Jose Montgomery.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. White Sox down a run. Last half of inning number 5.
Ball 2.
That
That's a
misses
ball.
the zone. And now it's 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Payoff pitch. And
Foul.
it goes just foul. High fly ball down the left field line. Hernandez drop step going back. Goodbye, home run. And they tie it up. It's 1-1. He kept swinging and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Well, he did a really nice job of letting that ball travel. Wasn't too quick. He kept his shoulder square to home plate, which allows you to drive the ball to the opposite field with power. We see the power and the authority, and fortunately, he was lucky enough to keep it fair.
Next to hit, Austin Hayes.
Ball 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The 1-0. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. What a stop. Throw is low and nearly a great play. The scoop goes in and out of the glove.
Oh, that one right there had the looks of one of those plays of the week. Great diving stop, but he just couldn't set up to make a good throw. Maybe got a little too excited. He was probably feeling it as well, but either way, that's a tough play and a tough error.
Go ahead run on base. Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Popped up. Edman under it. And there's 2 away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Fought off foul. Oh, 0-2 now. Right side, fair ball. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. We're through 5. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back at right field. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Jordan Hicks.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. High fly ball, right field. Takes it in for the out. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. In the air, right field, Hayes on the move, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, center fielder Andy Pajes.
Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Sir Anthony Dominguez getting loose out there. Baraki, the power lefty, up as well.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
29 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2015. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Two down, nobody on. Now it's even up. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two now. And the sweeper misses. Will Smith up next for the Dodgers. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Dodgers are set down in order. It's the Dodgers 1 and the White Sox 1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brusdar Graterol.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Luis Angel Acuna.
And he drops it down the third baseline. Safe. He beats it out, and the go-ahead run is on to start the inning.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
He was absolutely on fire coming in, but hitless so far today, Boog. Let's see if the bat remembers it's supposed to be hot.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Catcher, Kyle Steele.
Ball that's outside.
The White Sox with the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Quick move to first.
No,
and
he's
he
in there.
dives back in safely. Top of the zone for a called strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Derek Hill steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that's off
in.
the inside edge, and it's 1-0.
Yeah.
Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. On the ground to third. Muncy sends it to first. That is the inning. So one left for the White Sox. Still tied 1-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Barucki. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters.
Leading off for the Dodgers, catcher Will Smith.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 1-1.
Inside, ball 2.
Next
That's ball
offering
3.
is downstairs. And there's ball 4.
That's ball 4.
And the go-ahead run is on base.
Dodgers, shortstop Mookie Betts.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
That's to third. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. Still able to get it there in time. So they get the first down of the inning.
Just a great effort all the way around at third base right there. Nice job to get a glove on it with the dive, but it was the recovery that was so impressive. If he doesn't hop to his feet and get the throw off in such a fluid motion over there, I kind of doubt he gets the out.
Go-ahead run on base. Tommy Edman at the plate. Tapped softly on the ground. Fires to first on the run.
He's out.
And he gets him. Nicely done.
Just an outstanding play going up the middle right there. And the exchange to get the throw off to first just shows you why he's one of the best shortstops around. So smooth, yet so quick at the same time. And any slower, and those wheels burning down the first baseline are going to turn that into an infield hit.
Ball.
The lefty, the 1-0.
He had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Hey, high, that's in for a strike. Two down, go-ahead run in scoring position. And
that ball went out.
misses with that one.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. In there. Got him looking for the K. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Then tip the lions out, the rap game of giants, playing shots to the top. Pop tops quicker than melodies, are you scared of me? The rhyme's gonna blow, I'm prepared to eat. The stars tell the moon staring, I'm in tune. Daffy Duck, that's a high tune. Bitter playing cruising in the car, we playing high tunes. Hey, you got it on lock, like what's the password? Password, we used to skip on.
That's way outside. Ball one.
You know, these White Sox finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Just off the outside edge, and the count is 2-0. That one ripped, but foul. Two now, and that one a little bit high.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Tap back to the mound. Throws to first in time.
Up next for the White Sox, the shortstop, Montgomery.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So up next for Chicago, Austin Hayes. That one not close. Ball one.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Now there's a bullet down the line. And it stays fair. That gets by him. Montgomery on his horse around third. The relay, he'll score easily. And a 2-1 ball game now.
Clutch hitting right there to give him a lead this late in the ball game. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Hey! Man at second. Hard hit, right side. Slinging it to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Brusdar Graterol won't go any further tonight. And he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Tanner Scott.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And here is Sosa to the plate.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Chases that one upstairs.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
Swings through that.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Sneaks through, base hit. Hayes scores. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
In the air, left field. Hernandez settles under this one. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the White Sox 3 and the Dodgers 1. This is White Sox baseball on the show, Chicago. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Sir Anthony Dominguez.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Back to the top of the order. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. 0 for 3 in this one. Ball 1, no strikes. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Grant Taylor, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Taps softly to the right side. Throws to first in time.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Swings through the sweeper.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Good job to fight that one off. The White Sox leading by 2, and we're in the top of the 8th. 99 miles per hour to finish him off. Ohtani thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Ground ball to the right side. Throw to first in time.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
2 down, bases empty. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. He's already homered in this game. Check swing went around. 0-1. On the ground, right side. Gets it to first, and Freeman is retired. That's the inning. Dodgers down in order. Score holds. It's 3-1. Here on the south side, so now it's the White Sox DH, Andrew Benintendi.
It's getting late, Boog. He's not really going to go over, is he? Every time we talk someone up, it's like the baseball gods tune in and laugh. Running that good fastball up on the hitter's inside. If nothing else, it keeps him from diving out over the plate to get those arms extended on the pitch away.
The 1-1. And he grounds one back up the middle. Oh, great stop. And very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the White Sox, catcher, Kyle Field.
Not even close there. Ball 1.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Scott, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Next offering is fouled back. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two now. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it'd be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Now here is Derek Hill, 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Line drive, base hit, right field. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Up next for the White Sox, second baseman, Chase Michael.
The 1-0.
Aye.
And the inning is over. The White Sox lead 1 as the lead remains 3-1.
100% now. I'm ready. 100% now. Yes, I'm ready. Eyes wide open. I'm ready.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Grant Taylor.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Tucker, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one back. Going down. Kyle Tucker sends it out, and they cut into the deficit.
He hit that into the wind, and it still had enough to leave the ballpark. He really connected on that pitch. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Slider misses outside.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Looking to get the tying run on base. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one just misses. Challenge from behind the dish here. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. No challenges left for them now. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. One away. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Throws to first in time. Fine
play in the hole for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's Mookie now, known for his late inning heroics. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one. One-run game here at the top of the ninth. They're down to their final strike. Taylor, 23 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2023. Out towards right center field. Hayes on his way over. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the three-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
Que desde que vi tu cara me enamoro de ti. Todo es que tú tienes no sé qué. Siento que te pasa lo mismo cuando te miro. Que dices si no, a ver el amanecer.